Hey folks, quick one for the Zone channel. Wanted to talk about Manchester United versus City 4-1. It's going to be a quick one. I predicted 4-0 this game. I was pretty confident that we were going to get smashed, and it wasn't one of those, oh, I think we're going to lose, but like in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, but we might rag it. No, I'm pretty confident we were going to lose. Player for player, our players aren't good enough. That's all it comes down to. And why the players not good enough? The ownership. There's not too much more to say than that. It's the ownership. It's boring. It's an annoying answer because you can't do anything about it. Nothing's going to change. But we heard Jose Mourinho say, yeah, Lindelof's not good enough. He can't head the ball. Or, oh, you know, this player's not good enough. Luke Shaw. Or, oh, I'm not sure Rashford could ever achieve the levels of Sterling, I remember. We had Van Gaal try to do a passing system. Players couldn't really pass it, never quite got the strikers. Got Cavani turning up when he wants. You've got Ronaldo, who's been amazing, but he's old and marketable. You've got young kids like Alanga that are improving, but they're not top-level players. And then you've got the manager coming out and saying, yeah, I don't actually kind of want Jesse Lingard at the club, but the owners have decided to keep him, so he shall stay. He's looking to his bench. He's got Rashford, not great. Mata, really not available for selection. There's no Greenwood. There's no Cavani. There's no Ronaldo. There's no Shaw. He's like, well, I guess I'm playing Lingard. Okay, I'll take Pogba off because Pogba's not really done much. He probably doesn't want to be at the club. But we didn't sell him a couple of years ago for some reason. And now he's just going to run his contract down and leave on a free. David De Gea can't pass out. Constant poor distribution. I've been saying it. You can watch the very first video on this channel. I said I have an agenda against De Gea. I don't rate him. Really don't rate the bloke as a goalkeeper. You can keep proving me wrong. You can prove me right, whatever. Don't rate him as a goalkeeper. Don't think we're going to win fuck all with him as the goalkeeper. I think, in fact, the only things we won with goalkeepers was like Romero in the FA Cup and Europa League. So, do I need to talk about the game? I think it was probably our best first half because we tried to go toe-to-toe with Man City. We tried to actually play some intricate forward play. I thought it was all right. We're not going to win because our players aren't good enough, but it was the right intent. Second half, they just gave up. Oh, things got a little bit difficult. Things got a little bit tough. I'm not going to run around. You've got the Man City fans olaying, doing the Poznan, and the Glazers won't even know the match has been on tonight. Remember a couple of games ago I said, oh, I'm getting bored of watching Man U. It's so pointless. It's all so pointless. It is all so pointless. Nothing's ever going to change under this ownership. The way people consistently win is like you constantly cycle through players and you squad. This guy's not good enough. Step up your game, mate, or you've been replaced. It's brutal at the top level, but that's the way it is. Oh, this manager's not good enough. You're getting sacked like Abramovich does to people. We've still got people hanging on that should just simply not be at the club. And that just sends a message throughout the entire squad. Oh, look, Juan Mata Lingard's turning up today. They haven't been replaced, no, by somebody that's trying to earn their spot. No, they're just turning up. Might get selected, might not. It's shit. I expected to lose 4-0. That was my level of expectation, unironically. And ask yourself, why is a Man United fan in 2022 expecting to lose 4-0 to Man City? What's happened there? We have awful, awful leadership in the ownership department. We've spent just as much money as City, just completely incorrectly, because they don't care about the football club. Because really, it don't make a difference to them. They won't know we've played. They won't be frustrated by the loss. They'll just be, well, revenues are up. Ronaldo's really increased our stock prices. Oh, if we don't get top four, yeah, we'll spend a little bit to try get back in top four. They're not bothered that you're getting absolutely embarrassed, right? So it feels pointless doing these match vlogs because what's going on the pitch doesn't matter. You've got an interim manager with his hands tied behind his back because he can't even get rid of people that he wants to. And they don't respect him because he's an interim manager, so they're not even doing what he says. It's just a pointless situation. I feel like every game I watch is utterly pointless. I'll leave you on this note. want you to ask yourself, honestly, our centre-back partnership of Maguire and Lindelof and our right-back Wan-Bissaka, who would swap their defence for them? I don't think anyone in the top four is swapping. So that's our level below the top four. Then you say, okay, what about your, say, right winger, Jesse Lingard with Elanga up front? What team would want that? Not many. Okay, what about the central midfielders, Fred and Scott? What team in the Premier League would swap their central midfielders for Fred and Scott? And you might think I'm being ridiculous, but it's true. That's all it comes down to, really. There's a reason, I don't know, Preston haven't come up into the Premier League and won the Premier League. They don't have good enough players. That's all it is. It's pretty much just your players, and then the fine margins at the top comes down to like managers, style, blah blah blah. But to get going as a good club, you need some good players. We don't have them, and the owners aren't willing to do that because for them it's just, yeah, battle it out for top four. That makes the most financial sense. That's it. It frustrated me, that game, because it frustrates me because you know the owners don't give a fuck and it's all just pointless, and one little protest at Old Trafford ain't going to change shit. So, yeah.